Well, guys, I guess you know where you're at. Tonight's video, we're going to saw this up into more boards, and I got probably enough stickers to make it through because I got ready for one layer over there. So that's what's going on tonight. Now, as a lot of you know, well, I cleaned up here too. I guess I didn't tell you that. Maybe I did. A lot of you know that from some of the past videos that I'm starting to clean up around here. That's going to be an impossible thing because I'm a heck of a mess getting rid of stuff. So I've been doing a lot of scrapping. So at the end of this sawing video, and maybe some others, I'm going to put in a bunch of scrapping videos, but I'll try to put the maybe more interesting stuff at the beginning. And if you're a little bit interested in the crap that I'm scrapping, then stop by the second half of the movies. So here's what tonight's scrapping is. I take it up, and I've been working on it at night and been working in the daytime. Just scrapping out stuff and trashing. Anyhow, these coils here are starting to add up. I got almost 2 pounds of them now. And anyhow, that compressor there, I think we weighed a couple compressors. That thing probably weighs, that's a big one. That might go over 100 pounds. I'm going to be grunting to get it out. So anyhow, that's what I'm going to work on. I don't know if you'll see that. Yeah, this is the beginning of the video of me sawing that board up, or that log up. So I'm going up to eat dinner. Forgot my tripod, so I got to find a tripod. Don't know where I left it. It might be down at the other sawmill. You know me, I'm about as absent-minded as an old geezer can get. Oh, I had a whole piece of paper of stuff that I wanted to write down and talk about, or whatever. I forgot the whole piece of paper. I had to clean the boiler too today. It was getting, I did a quick clean. Would have brought you off, but it was messy. So, and you've seen it before. Bye-bye. Hi guys, I told you I'd make it back here. It took me a couple tries to get back here though. Anyhow, I found my list. There's good news and bad news. Good news is, well, I found my list, but I left and came back and forgot it. Then I had to go find the tripod. I did find the tripod. It was down at the other mill. And it was down there when I shot that video showing those little things that catch in there. And like a big dummy, well, I wasn't a big dummy to turn the lights on and made the video better, but the big dummy was I didn't turn the lights off. So it's been down there for 2 or 3 days. All the batteries down there are dead. The 671 didn't want to start. They're all just, there's 2 big batteries down there. One for the inverter and one for that, and they're both connected together and didn't have nothing. Anyhow, I wanted to give if you watch here, you know Dan and I banter back and forth. He's a great guy, Dan up at Back 40 Firewood. Okay, everybody needs to go up there and leave him a message tomorrow on his, if he's got a live stream on Friday night. Go to that live stream and tell him that Frickin' Jeep says he's getting old. That's your job. Go there. I hear, you know, just go, Frickin' Jeep says you're getting old. He'll know what it means because I left him a comment or read the comments on something. I forget. Oh, because I'm the one that's always screwing up with a camera. I always screw up with the camera, and lately I've been videoing and not even turning it on. I guess I better check to make sure it's on video now. Yeah, it is. Anyhow, he did that, and it was kind of funny, but I think there might have been an alternative motive to that. I think somebody cut the wood for him. And then he'll probably have another camera break down, and somebody else will split the wood for him also. So Dan at Back 40 Firewood, I call it Dan at Backwards 40 Firewood, but go check Dan out, and be sure you leave him a message tomorrow night that says he's getting old. I think he goes live at around, I think it might be 8 o'clock out there and 9 o'clock in the east, I'm not sure. Also, tonight is Thirsty Thursday, I think is what it is, up at Firewood at the Furnace with Brad. That's a good, he's a heck of a good guy to watch, and that's always interesting watching him. By the time this gets on, that'll already probably be here, so I'm probably, you'll have to, I think he does it the last Thursday of every month. Good show, good channel to go check out. He's got a lot of good things. Another show that I watch a lot is Heath down at Hard Working Man, and I've actually seen him do some work the last few days. And then another good channel that you want to go check out if you haven't checked out is Sean down at Temple Hill Sawmill. He's got McCoy's old sawmill, and he does some real nice sawing down there, and he's getting into it and kind of learning his ways through everything and stuff like that. And then another channel, that a gentleman that really helped me out and got me more inspired in the lickety log splitter, is H. Kerr, Kerr. It's 6217. He's doing some splitting of wood. He's a wood hound probably longer than anybody that's watching me here. Good. Well, there's some old timers that watch me. Anyhow, and then so go check his channel out, HKERR at 6217, and tell him I said hi. So you guys got a lot of homework to do. The counts are 27 and 46. Anybody that's keeping score knows what that is. And the wood, I just checked it in the greenhouse because I was looking for the tripod. It started out at 297.5 and is now down to 244. It's lost 53.5 pounds if my math is right. And I think that's all I got. So these are the different channels. And the reason I brought up these channels, I don't see a thing there. Maybe it's getting on there now. The reason I brought up those channels is because they're the reason I don't get any work done. I sit there and watch those guys a lot. Well, I watch all those guys and a lot more. So anyhow, check them out. We're going to start this up and saw it up. I'm probably going to do a lot of flipping with it. I think I might take I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to flip it and check the sides out. I just skimmed it so I get rid of the slab wood. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to take and put you guys over to the other side because a lot of these boards have crap on it that's got to be trimmed off, and I'll bring the trims back, and if I leave the camera over there, you know what's going to happen. It's also, I got to get it out of the sunlight. Still a little bit of sunny there in it. I think that's got you pretty good. You're going to see something. I don't know what. This thing's rocking more than it's supposed to rock. I don't know why it's rocking like that. Well, this one here, you got to get tighter. Yeah, you need it as steady as you can when you got a shaky guy like me. All right, we're going to start the engine up and make some boards. And don't forget, at the end, you're going to see some scrapping. At that, but it is. turned out pretty good. I don't know if you guys know it, but every time you have a row of knots, that's how much the tree grew every year. So I gotta bring these down and get them out of the way. I don't know if you saw that or not. I got this thing too tight now. Alright, so we got a little bit of sawmilling done. A little bit of thank you out there to the people that are done. And tomorrow night's video, I don't know if you can see me in the sun or not. Put the whole new light on things done, that's pretty bright. Woo! Real bright. Tomorrow night's little bit of sawmill video is going to be doing, what, 5 trims? So there ain't going to be too much. And I'm going to show you a little bit of scrapping. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately. So anyhow, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like the scrapping a little bit I've got going on. And I got another log planning to throw in the mill, or maybe a couple more while I'm in the sticky wood. So I think I'm going to try to get like the first half of the video, first 3/4 of the video sawing, and then the second half scrap until I get rid of all those scrapping videos. So thanks for coming by. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget that you got to stop by Dan's and tell him he's getting old. Appreciate you being here, and I still got some more work to do. We'll see you. Bye bye. Well guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. My name's John, and I'm trying to pick out which coil I want to take to. There's a coil there, there's a big coil there, there's a coil, here's a coil, there's a coil, there's a coil. Here's a couple big ones here. Those we recycled into heaters, a lot of them. Then this big unit's got a big coil in it there. Then the rest of it can go. But what else is gets a lot of money? Or, well, it doesn't really get a lot of money. It's about 20 cents a pound. There's a coil there, coil there, coil there, coil there. Coil there. Like I said, I got a bunch of them. Anyhow, these compressors, you got to cap them off, cut the wires off, cut the copper off, or cap them off. And I did already pick that nasty one out. Not a very big coil, but we'll get that out. That looks like a split unit with a scroll air compressor in it, which who knows. And here's another coil back here. I'm going to get a couple more. I found a couple pieces of copper here, so we'll go see what we can add to the pile. There's a coil that almost looks like a steel coil, doesn't it? But it might be. Yeah, there's rust on it. I bet that's a steel coil. I just threw it in the scrap pile. There's some wire, and I still got all those units over there. So in the selling things and getting rid of things, there's a bunch of copper right there. Maybe I'll take that up and seal that off. Here's a Jeep, freaking Jeep. Here's a part of the Jeep, and it is a 47 Willys. There's another compressor. Look at this thing of copper there. Look at all the copper and stuff in there. So there's a 47 radiator, and there's another 47 radiator. There's a coil, there's a coil, there's a coil, there's a coil, there's a coil. There's another compressor with a coil. And hey, freaking Jeep, there's a frick, and there's another frick part. Anyhow, there's another coil that'll go to, and there's a coil, and there's a coil. Look at the size of that coil. Fans and wire and all that kind of stuff in that. That came out of a restaurant down in Gaithersburg, that whole unit there. Used to use a knuckle boom to pull them off roofs. I don't know where I got that one, to be honest with you. But there's a coil in there, and then a coil in here. That's probably a, I don't know. Anyhow, that's what my objective is today, is get another coil out. Here's copper. Here's a pump. There's a coil. Get some of this stuff out. It's time to clean up. I hate to say it. Oh, I'll take that one up there. That's an easy one. You know, it's like dropping trees in the woods. I'm gonna take the easy ones first, guys. Take the easy ones first. So I'm gonna go up there and get started with that. Actually, it's before 12 o'clock. So, and there's a nail that will get you. Look at this. Look at that coil. I bet that one there's got some weight, because that's got. I bet those are 3/4 inch lines going through that. And those are the kinds that we turn into heaters. That's probably my next. I'll get that one down there. I'll play with coils for a while up at the house until I get going. I want to get some wood out of the barn. I have to cut some stickers, because I still got all that wood up there. I got a sticker. I don't know if this is heavy enough. I don't know if I can get it up there with one hand. Don't hurt that coil. Where was that other coil? Anyhow, I got to make some stickers for some of that pine that I cut on last night's video. There was another easy one I thought over here. I think it was right there. And these actually make good little heaters. You put a fan in there when you got a boiler. You put a fan in there, and that would actually make a real good little heater. Guess what? I ain't doing that. I'm kind of past that. I still got big heating coils. I think there's 2 or 3 in here, with the fans on them still. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll walk up here. This was a real good parts department until a tree fell on it. I don't know if you can see that, it's all collapsed. No mouse in that trap. This is a real sensitive trap over here. You just touch it. No mouse in that trap. You guys can't see it in there, but there's fan coil units for boilers. That's got a 1-inch line going into it. There's 2 or 3 of them in there. So, and I got a real big one. I got a 280,000 BTU one in that parts department barn there. So anyhow, that's what I'm going to be playing with for a little while. We'll see. I'll bring you back up at the house for a minute or two. Bye bye.